We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Number 77 makes his big league debut right after this. Michael Fulmer gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer into this one. Went into the 6th inning in this last start, couldn't quite get out of the 6th, end up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
Ready now, Yoan Moncada, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, and you know what, D-Road, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. And the pitch on 2-1.
Count is 3-2.
Danny Mendick waits on deck. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Danny Mendick. Popped him up. Romine waits on it. 2 gone.
Batting third.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, the defense better be on its toes today because this lineup likes to put the ball in play. A lot of guys from 1 through 9. Good barrel awareness. Put the ball in play, pass the baton to the next guy, keep the defense on their toes.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's got the average up to 307 here, 15 long balls, and 49 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. Liner towards second, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Striding into the box, Eloy Jimenez. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. And another throw over, and the runner back safely. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Wow, looked like an easy beginning of this inning. Gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him, and now he's got to get through this 5th hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here. This number 5 guy, he's known. He sits in that 5 hole to drive in runs, and he's smelling ribbies right now.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Comes set. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hit hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. It's the White Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Carlos Rodon gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So coming to the plate, Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Batting second, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 17 home runs and 38 runs batted in. 1-0 count. Here it is. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
2 balls and a strike to count. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
first two batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first two ABs, this could be a laser show.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one.
Hey, two options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Hit high and deep to right center. Mazara's on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, someone that's been struggling a bit is Jonathan Schoop. You know how bad he was last month? He hit 200 on the nose. Not a lot of guys can stay in the lineup when they're struggling this bad, so we're hoping to see that he can figure this thing out soon.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He enters play here at 288, and even 20 home runs and 42 runs batted in. The 1-0. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First delivery to him on the way, and a fastball's in there for strike one. Candelario is off at first with two away. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
High in the air out to center field. Adolfo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Tigers get one here on 2 hits in the inning. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Tigers 1 and the White Sox nothing. So coming to the plate, Edwin Encarnacion, and he does so riding a 9-game hitting streak, so he's certainly a threat with the bat right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball. Counts 1-0.
Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 6 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting it, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now in the box, Niko Goodrum, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Goodrum has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have. I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Hit hard up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So striding forward now, Clint Frazier. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday. First offering on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Batting it, the catcher, Austin Romine.
At the plate now, Austin Romine, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. None out, runners at first and second. Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early in the inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Up next steps Christin Stewart. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Back up the middle, and he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run scores. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
So now to the plate, Victor Reyes, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. None out. Runners at first and second. Heading out towards shallow right. Mazara's on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate, Jeimer Candelario. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Mazara's under it. 1 away. And they decide not to push things here with 1 away, as he'll hold on at third base.
Now batting,
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
Stepping in now, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runners still at second and third with 1 away now. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Dean Dunning is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Dunning.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He hit a sac fly earlier. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball left side. Moncada has it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jonathan.
Into the box now, Jonathan Schoop. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Hit on the ground to short. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We've played 2 full. It's the Tigers 6 and the White Sox nothing. Now at the plate, Micker Adolfo, and this at-bat marks the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact, he cannot feel his legs right now. The only thing I was concerned about my first big league AB is if the camera guys could see my legs shaking.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
And that misses, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that is through into right field for a single.
The batter, the second baseman, Mendick.
To the plate now, Mendick. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. A 1 pitch on its way. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson. From the stretch.
Ball.
A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. A man left for the White Sox. They still find themselves down 6-zip. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading up.
Now batting, Niko Goodrum. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, Clint Frazier.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. Here's the first pitch to him.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. One out, nobody on. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Frazier is retired, 2 down now. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And that's not all that promising a number as they find themselves just one spot off the bottom in the American League. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the catcher, Austin Romine. First pitch on its way. Good pitch there on the inside, black, called the strike.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Here's the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I always felt this was the toughest pitch for me to pick up. A good executed slider, and that's exactly what happened.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Eloy Jimenez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the pitch.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
I got 2-1 to count.
This is foul right side. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Edwin Encarnacion now. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A windup and the 0-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down and the inning continues. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Standing in now, Nomar Mazara, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back, the right fielder. Gone! So it's a 2-run homer for Nomar Mazara. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Now batter.
And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Tigers 6 and the White Sox 2. Striding in once again, Christin Stewart. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Lifted down the line in left. Moncada in foul ground. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And this will bang up against the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
At the plate now, Victor Reyes, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Comes set and the 0-1.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You could either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
So first and third with 1 away, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. In now, C.J. Cron, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Comes set with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1
Now a
strike.
fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 1-2.
Outside, that's a ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Slow roller down the third baseline. The tag gets 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets them out of the inning. Tigers get just the 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Tigers are out in front, 7-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The center fielder, Micker Adolfo.
Now here's the pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Heading out towards shallow right. Frazier is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Up next for the White Sox, the third baseman.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Moncada hits a little over the 270 mark. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we give you a look at the White Sox leaderboard, you can see his total there, currently second best on the ball club. Into the box, Danny Mendick. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's kicked out.
Count remains 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. Schoop over to his left. 2 gone.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Digging in once again, Tim Anderson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop to hit next. first offering on its way. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Liner toward right center, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Ready once again, Niko Goodrum. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready. Here's the first offering. 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. In the dirt here. Here it comes, 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Lays off 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder, Clint Frazier.
Next for the Tigers, Clint Frazier. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Mazara's under it.
And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Romine.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the catcher, Austin Romine. He's set and the pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
2 out with the man at first. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on a mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. He pulls into third safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
So now to the plate, Christin Stewart, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
And that's the third out. But the Tigers do get 1 on this RBI triple. We're through 5 innings here tonight, and this is now an 8-2 ball game. Leading off the inning, Eloy Jimenez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And the 2-1.
Oh, that's upstairs.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a starter away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He went down on strikes last time up. From the belt, the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. A line shot to third base. And the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
One out for Chicago here in the 6th, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. From the stretch, and he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1, and he fouls this one off. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. A tag for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. Still 8-2. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward is the switch hitting outfielder Victor Reyes.
The center fielder,
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
To the plate now, Jeimer Candelario. Belted high and deep into right center. Mazara looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
There's not a hotter hitter in all of baseball, folks. As the guy on the mound can attest, he's seeing everything they're throwing at him well right now, and he's not missing them either.
Jimmy Cordero gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0.
Ball that low.
No outs, nobody on. A strike, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 2-2.
Helpful.
Jonathan Schoop waits on deck. A runner at first with no outs here. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. To second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And now a pitch on the way.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Abreu is there, and the inning is over. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. Bottom third of the order, 7-8-9 due up to start the 7th. Now an 8-run lead at 10-2. Into the box, Nomar Mazara. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Reyes is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Standing in, Yasmani Grandal. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. The pitch.
Ball 2.
Hit sharply on the ground. Schoop is there, in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Micker Adolfo.
Up next for Chicago, Micker Adolfo. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
And that misses 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Last half of the 7th here, and stepping up as the shortstop, Niko Goodrum.
Niko Goodrum.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Here's the pitch. Check swing that time. They'll appeal down to third, and Mike Fillmore isn't buying it. It's ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Count is 1-2 now. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
At the plate, Austin Romine, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1 pitch. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Adolfo is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batter, number 14.
Stepping into the box, Christin Stewart. So far 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Two 2-0 to the Tigers left fielder.
2 balls, no strike.
Now that's popped up. Moncada has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Tigers leave 1, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Tyler Alexander has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 70, Tyler Alexander.
Yoan Moncada will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Moncada.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batter.
Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
At the plate now, Danny Mendick. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Stewart is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Frazier is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. White Sox down on just 4 pitches, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Now the pitch.
Nope.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
That's lifted the other way out to left.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
1 out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jeimer Candelario, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
1-0 count. Here it is. That misses. 2-0. Three and 0 now. Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. Here it is. The 3-0 is taken. Strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Back up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So he's into second there with their 4th double of the ball game. And right on cue, we'll take a look at the team leaders in doubles from a league-wide standpoint. And we see that these guys are currently 2nd in the AL in that department. Standing in now, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. The 1-0 home. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Kelvin Herrera comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, C.J. Cron, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 2-1 home. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Jonathan Schoop, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Past meetings with Kelvin Herrera, a number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Headed after it is Mazara. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Tigers strand a pair, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Brian Garcia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eloy Jimenez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Standing in, Jose Abreu. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Inside, ball one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. Struck him out. And that'll do it tonight for the White Sox.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
10-2 the final in this game. The Tigers put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Michael Fulmer notches his 3rd win of the year. Carlos Rodon permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 10 runs, 17 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base.